Now I'm joined by John and Jules from Kirkcaldy/London band Silverbox. Thanks for coming in, guys. I think we can safely say this is the furthest anybody's ever come to be on Kingdom Cuts, so we really appreciate you coming up.
No problem, great to be here.
How yous doing?
Yeah, no, we're good. It's lovely and rainy up here, as is all the way up the country. But yeah, it's good. It's good to be here.
Good to be home for yourself.
Yeah,
John. So tell us a bit about when you got together and how you got together.
I guess the rough chronology of Silverbox is ultimately I moved down to London after studying the various arts of music tech, and then when I did get down there, I was just looking for a band. I was trialing, I guess, like many sort of different bands and looking at the scene, the general scene, Camden, Hoxton area. All that stuff was like pretty hot. Got asked to audition for numerous bands, and then eventually, little by little, hooked up in one or two sessions. It's funny, isn't it? Because like the actual session where I found both the guitarists of Silverbox, Julie Martin-Samos and Ryan Hunt, it was in the one session. Really? And it was actually Ryan who approached me, asked me, like, if you ever need a guitarist, I'm just saying, like, I'm available. So he came across, and then we started working together, wrote a few tunes. Each song had to justify the next, and that was the way we kind of went forward. It wasn't ever that we were in a band, and I was always very strict with, we're not in a band, we're just two dudes writing some tracks, and if this one's good enough, we'll justify the going forth with writing another. Yeah. And then eventually we got to a point where we had a pool of tunes, and we're like, let's get in the studio and sort of jam these out and see if they stand up in a live sense. And then we needed a drummer, we needed a bassist. I'd had my eye on a guy called Stephen Hepburn for some time, who's our bassist. We got a guy called Keith Button came on board at that point in time, who played drums for us. And then Jules, actually, Ryan reintroduced Julian to me, and then he just like an absolute glove. It was just perfect, and we started rehearsing. The songs seemed to do well, the response was good. We bunny hopped the actual pubbing circuit, if you like, and just went straight into your kind of like premium kind of venues. Wow. So we kind of hit the live circuit pretty hard, and then I would say our first gig was actually December 16th, 17th, I think it was. That was like 2010, so just on the cusp of 2011. We played to 67 people at the Montal Water Rats. It was like a week after Christina Perry had played there, and we thought we were all cool. And it was like 67 people. But then 10 days later, on the 27th, we played the Proud Galleries up in Camden to 859 people, and it was just... From there, it was just bang. All the gigs started coming in pretty hard and fast. And maybe 3 months later, 15 months later, we're like playing at the Indigo 2. Yeah. So awesome. It's been pretty quick.
So you've got a real following down there then?
Yeah. That's almost. It's weird because the two places I would say where we have had. We've kind of got nothing in between. London, massive for us, and Scotland, believe it or not, is quite big as well. Last year we came up, we've only ever played one gig in Scotland at the Greenside and Leslie, and I think we'd put it up, it was like 3-4 days it had been up, and it was like sold out. Yeah. To the point where we were actually trying to get your man Regan, we were saying we need more tickets. He's like, that's all we've got. But we are coming back, Scotland. We're coming back to play the Greenside on the 2nd of November, so that's ahead of various things we've got in the pipeline at the moment, like so pushing forward with our new EP and all that business. So that'll be coming off the back of like a stint of gigs in Liverpool, Bradford, Birmingham, Leeds, you name it. We'll be crossing it, and maybe busy. Ireland now.
Really? So keeping busy.
Yeah, really busy.
So you mentioned the EP there. When are you hoping to have that out? You got a date for it?
I would expect it to be released around September.
Right.
Latter, probably actual disc, but we'll probably get up online, iTunes just before.
Good.
So expect it
Watch
to
out
late
for that
September.
Yeah. Right, you got to play a tune for us. What is it?
We're going to do Echoes for you.
And what's the story behind that?
The song was written at a time we were coming out of a period where we'd played a few gigs, and we actually went in to do a sort of competition. I remember at the time it was like Live and Unsigned or something, and then we must have, like the week previous or something, we just sort of sat down. We had this progression, and Jules was kind of pedaling away at it on the piano, and we just started like riffing on the top of it.
We were riffing for probably about 2 hours, just this one like kind of progression on the piano, and just doing random vocals like falsettos and pushes, and then just out of that accumulated this song.
But to me, I'm kind of singing for a kind of form of absolution which has never quite came. But we persist, and we still rock on, right?
Right, guys, well, thanks for coming in. All the best for the future. This is Silverbox with Echoes.